But I think that's a job well done from Simranjeet at point.
Indeed, very good effort. Full stretch dive from Simranjeet, saving a few runs for the team. Once again, a nicely timed shot. There was an awkward bounce as well, but he still made sure that he was committed to that dive and stopped it nicely. But good batting this from Tehreek. He's not trying to hit them, just waiting for them and timing them nicely. That's a very good shot off the back foot. Rahul Chopra is brilliant in the outfield. Has certainly saved a couple of runs. And very good captaincy this from Umair Ali Khan. He had Rais Ahmed in that region previously and has changed him with one of his best fielders.
Very nicely done by Tehreek to start off with. Good cricket overall. In fact, it was Lovepreet with that effort, with that shot, and Rahul Chopra with the effort. Well, now takes the top edge, flies over the keeper, and it's gone all the way for a 6.
Well, how quick are they bowling? All the top edges have gone for maximums. Slightly too short there from Abdul Ghaffar. Lovepreet wanted to pull that. Didn't get it from the middle, but the result is in their favour. Half a dozen runs. They've raced on to 49 in just 4.5 overs.
Well, Rashid, I'll tell you, this is a very different wicket to what we've seen in the last two games. It's a much better wicket when it comes to batting. There is no two-paced deliveries that we've seen. It's coming onto the bat nicely. And those shots in that offside region are a signal that the ball is coming onto the bat. 5 overs, they're scoring at 10 and over. It's 50 for 1. So 5 overs, you can see that they have been hit for a few boundaries and sixes, 6 fours, 4 sixes and 4 fours in that 50. And 15 dot balls as well. So overall, I think it's not a bad start for Desert Vipers development team. They need 10 and over. They're almost scoring at 10 and over. It's going to be the captain who's come in to bowl the last over of the power play. It's Umair Ali Khan.
Yeah, this is a very important over. Oh, what a good shot this from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. First delivery, a half tracker from Umair, and Lovepreet has gone downtown with a pull shot.
Yeah, it is very unorthodox. You don't see that, but with that pace and bounce from Umair Ali Khan, I think that shot was warranted. And Lovepreet has done exceedingly well to hit that cleanly all the way towards the side screen. He's growing in confidence and he's getting even more fluent with every passing over. That's not good news for Thunderbolts. The ILT20 Thunderbolts, they'll need a wicket now, and who better than the captain? He'll have to come back and come back strong in this over.
Oh yes, these are dangerous signs when Lovepreet plays those kind of shots down the ground. Or gets it over the field this time, behind the stumps, and earns himself back-to-back sixes.
It's not great bowling from Umair Ali Khan. 2 deliveries short and wide, and at that pace, you are asking for trouble. Lovepreet goes for it yet again and gets the maximum result. This is not the same wicket that they bowled for the last 2 games. This is a much better wicket. They need to keep their lines straight, fuller, and on the stumps.
Yeah, certainly looks a lot more easier to bat on. We saw in the first innings as well, but you still need to get your eye in. More sixes hit by Junaid Afridi. 6 sixes by Junaid Afridi. Lukman Faisal closely behind on 5, and a lot of others at 4 sixes. But Lovepreet would want to see his name there as well. He's already hit a couple in this very inning. In the last 2 deliveries, That's a better delivery from Umair and sensibly played by Lovepreet. Now you're right when you say that this wicket is offering some resilience to the bowlers. They'll have to do something differently here. They can't rely on the short pitch deliveries because it's not double paced as you mentioned before. This is chipped in the air. Opportunity and taken. Against the run of play, Lovepreet chips one in the air and a good catch taken by Luqman.
Well, Umair Ali Khan, he's known for taking wickets. He's the man with the golden arm, with the titanium arm, I would say. Redeems himself, just a chip, and finds the fielder at mid-off. Was in two minds, Lovepreet Singh, and after hitting a few good-looking shots, he's back on his way towards the dugout. 32 of 17 for Lovepreet Singh. It's 62 for 2.
Basil Hamid comes in at number 4. Hasn't had a very good tournament with the bat so far. This is the second game, yes, but didn't score any runs in the first game. Came in at number 3, changed his position today, coming in at number 4. But I think this has been a good start for the Desert Vipers development team. Good knocks coming in from Lovepreet Singh, Bajwa and Tanisuri. They got out at the wrong time. Good delivery this from Umair Ali Khan. But yes, now that the platform has been set, they can afford to take a few deliveries to get settled down. Then let's have a look at that last wicket before that.
Just played it in an awkward position, I feel, Lovepreet. And more than anything, it was the frame of mind. He wanted to just take a single after hitting those sixes. And sometimes it can be harmful for you. Umair Ali Khan with the celebration, with those dance moves. Well, he definitely will enjoy that wicket after being hit for a couple of sixes.
That was smart captaincy once again. He moved that fielder. Nicely cut straight into the hands of the fielder. Is it? Has he dropped it? I think he's dropped it. Jawadullah has dropped Basil Hamid.
Well, in that same region, 2 catches have been dropped. First Simranjeet and now this time Jawadullah. No, just falling short. Yeah, just could have... Well, that is... I wouldn't say it's a dropped catch, but I think it's a missed chance of getting a wicket. 6 overs done, power play overs done. There's the signal to confirm that. It's 62 for 2. So that's the power play comparison then. 62 for the Desert Vipers development team. So they are ahead in terms of those runs, but they've lost 2 wickets. On the other hand, ILT20 Thunderbolts, they were on 48, but they did not lose a wicket for a long time in the first innings.
Abdul Ghaffar to continue. Starts off with a good delivery. I was mighty impressed with Umair Ali Khan's captaincy. First, that move to change Rais Ahmed in the deep, bring in Rahul Chopra in that region. Then the wicket he took of Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Before that delivery, he changed the field, got mid-off in the circle and dropped the third onto the boundary rope, and Luqman took that catch. But not very impressed with how he's placed his fielders in terms of that point region. Jawadullah is a fast bowler, can't be there. That was an opportunity. Better fielder, somebody like Simranjeet, although he's dropped a catch, but he's a superb fielder. Get your best fielders in the right place. It could have been another golden duck for Basil Hamid, but not the case. I still feel a better fielder. Not that Jawad is not a good fielder, but he's not a fielder for the point position.
There are fielders who are point specialists. gully specialist, slip specialist as well. This one's been chipped in the air. Simranjeet is a fielding specialist. You can place him anywhere and everywhere. But you are right. You need to have certain fielders and they need to be given that certain role in the field.
So imagine your fast bowler in that point position and there is a very quick slash towards him and he gets hurt on his finger. He's not used to that position, so you lose out on an asset as well. Which is why I think that is something that Umair needs to look at. Low full toss, nicely played. That's drilled towards extra cover. Nobody's going to stop that. That'll be a boundary. Fan code 4 for Basil Hamid to start his innings.
Abdul Ghaffar with that slower delivery, just overcompensating. It was a full toss, a juicy full toss, and with the covers so close, it was always going to be 4 runs once he misses it. So not a lot of reaction time for the fielder who's at covers. Basil Hamid will breathe a huge sigh of relief after hitting that 4 because it was almost a second duck for him. Now he can focus with that out of the equation. Drills it again, places it in the gap again, and the result is a 4 again. Fan code 4, consecutive 4s for Basil Hamid.
Well, that's a magnificent shot. One of the shots of the night. It was pitched up to him, but he had to find the gap. The fielder was pushed back, like you mentioned previously. He was up on the single before, but now with him pushed back, he had enough time to get to it, but it was still placed and timed so well. Earned Basil his second fan code 4.
Now, this could be the third. This is off the pads and will trickle away towards the fine leg fence for a hat-trick of boundaries for Basil Hamid.
Yeah, not very good bowling from Abdul Ghaffar on the pads. As soon as it took anything on the way, it would have always gone down to the boundary to end the over with 4 runs. 7 completed, it's 75 for 2. $75-2 after 7. And they've gone to Simranjeet Singh, who was very miserly in that first game. Didn't give away too many runs. Was almost unplayable. They tried everything against him. Sweet shots. They tried to come down the track. But his lengths were impeccable.
Yes, and it will be interesting to see how he bowls on this wicket. Because this is not the similar wicket that he bowled on in the previous game. This is more flatter. It doesn't have too much turn in it. So we'll have to change or mend his ways when it comes to bowling on a wicket like this.
Well, and straight away, the 2 deliveries he's bowled them quicker and flatter. Previously, he was looping the ball in the air, giving it a lot of flight. He hasn't done that so far. So we will not be able to see if there was spin. That's another good delivery. I think he's very consistent with his line and length, which is why he's been so successful. Good running, excellent running between the wickets. Earns himself 2 runs.
A little defensive field setting for Simranjeet. They've taken 2 because there was a big gap on offer. They need to plug that gap. Start the over with a short mid-wicket. Bowl a few deliveries. And then, if they've not conceded a boundary, they can push him back to save the last couple of deliveries. I think this is a little defensive from Umar Ali Khan, and he's missing a trick here.
But I think so far he's been bringing the ball into the right-hander. He hasn't turned one away from him. They've got two fielders on the offside, a short third and a point. He can afford to take out that short third fielder. Force them to play the cut shot. And in doing so, with the ball coming into the right-hander, he might be able to pick up a wicket. And if they're playing it to the onside, obviously they cut down on the single as well.
This time he gets the turn and a quick single taken. Simranjeet mixing it up nicely. Aftab behind the stumps. This time there was some turn, gets the thick edge and good pick up and throw from Lukman. And Aftab should have come around and behind the stumps to collect that ball and not stand in front of it.
He didn't have enough time. That was very quick. Good bowling, excellent bowling from Simranjeet. Brilliant over, just 6 runs coming off his first over. 8 overs completed, 81 for 2.
Right, come over.
81 for 2 after 8. Good partnership between Taimur Ali and Basil Hamid. They must make sure that they continue at least for the next 5 or 6 overs, and they must continue by scoring quick runs. There's been a change in the wicket-keeper for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Hamdan Tahir will be keeping wickets. Aftab Alam has been relieved of those duties. Simranjeet bowled a brilliant first over. Umar Ali Khan to continue this one. Nicely cut behind point. There is Rahul Chopra on the boundary rope. Will only be a single. Now, as long as the ILT20 Thunderbolts don't give away boundaries, they'll be content with the singles coming in. On the other hand, for Desert Vipers development team, they need a boundary every over.
Yes, when you're chasing 195, the writing is on the wall. It's loud and clear. You have to keep going at it. You need to keep that run rate in check. You can't afford to have a few quiet overs because suddenly then, just over the fielder again, Race at short third. No chance for him as the ball just gets to the ropes in matter of seconds. Boundary for Taimur Ali.
Well, how productive has that region been for the Desert Vipers development team, earning themselves another fan code 4. Well, they won't mind as long as the runs are coming in. They would want to get as many runs as possible from wherever possible.
Much better from needs to bowl it closer to the stumps. On this wicket, he needs to quickly learn that bowling short and wide is asking for trouble, especially when you've got a short third fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Even the edges, the miss hits are going to fly over the fielder. So there's always a risk involved. Keeping it closer to the stumps is a much better option.
Yeah, now he's made a change in the field. Long off has been brought into the circle as mid-off. Oh, good delivery once again. But Taimur Ali was trying to be cheeky there, trying to run that down towards deep third. And you're right, he has to be very close or even on the body. And we've seen this wicket. You might be able to bowl a little fuller on this wicket and force the batters to go downtown. And in doing so, they can probably extract that fall shot.
Another single. The only reason I think why he's bowling in that region is because the boundary is bigger on the offside. So he's trying to keep it outside off so that the batters don't get underneath or try to hit it towards the shorter part of the boundary, which I think is not a bad option at all. It's a good plan, but for that he needs to then plug that gap as well, because one miss hit and they've got the boundary that they need in the over. You can see Ansh Tandon and their coach Khurram Khan, former UAE captain and cricketer. Single to end the ninth over. 88 for 2.
Well, we've got some brilliant games lined up for you. Day 4, that is tomorrow. It'll be Dubai Capital's development team taking on ILT20 Marvels at 5 o'clock local time. And another game lined up after that. Gulf Giants development team taking on the Desert Vipers development team. Simranjeet to continue. That's nicely bowled and good effort by Luqman Faisal. Oh, direct hit and would have been curtains there for Basil Hamid.
They never run on a misfield, they say. They did that, and you can see from behind the stumps, Hamdan Tahir was saying that had that been a direct hit, it would have been another wicket. Nicely bowled. Now they're going for the quick run. Good running. Just stealing a run from the opposition, Taimur and Basil. And no bowler likes that. But Simranjeet should be smart enough to understand that those singles are not going to hurt him as much as a boundary. So if he can bowl a boundary-less over, it is a successful over.
Indeed. Needs to just bowl the way he is. Oh, tries to bowl quicker down the leg side. Very lucky. That could have been the boundary they look for every over. Basil is a very good sweeper of the ball and he's missed out.
Good work by Hamdan Tahir as well behind the stumps. Never easy to collect those deliveries which go down the leg side, but he's collected it cleanly. He's having a good day, Hamdan. Backs out at the last moment, Basil. And Simranjeet is not pleased with that. Goes big and goes all the way. That's a clean hit from Basil Hamid. Will get a maximum.
Very good use of the feet. Comes down the track to the pitch of the delivery and nicely plays that. The key there, he took his time. He made sure that the ball was released and then came down the track. Didn't allow the bowler to pull his length back. Very good shot from Basil Hamid. Sensibly cuts that towards the sweeper. Gets a maximum. Picks up a single. Intelligent batting. That's what they need from their captain. He needs to put on a show here. Get them as close as possible. Keep that run rate in check.
Last ball of the over. What does Simranjeet do? They're looking for 2, Basil, but will not be able to get that. Only a single.
One shot of 100. Another delivery to go. He's given away 17 so far. With one more delivery to go. It's been an expensive over, this one from Simranjeet. Oh, that's a good delivery. A dot ball to end. Over number 10. They'll have to wait to get to their 100. 10 overs completed. 99 for 2. Change in the voices in the com box to take you through the next 10. It's going to be Faizan Khan alongside Wesley.
So at the halfway mark, they're almost at the halfway in terms of runs also. 99 for 2 after 10, 96 to get. Neck and neck here. 8 wickets in hand. Cut away, first one behind point. This is running away, and that's going to be another fan code 4. Brilliant shot coming in from